Laws of refraction. Let us understand the laws related to refraction. The first law tells you that the incident ray and the refracted ray at the point of incidence are on the opposite sides of the normal to the surface of the glass slab at that point. That means the three incident ray, refracted ray and the normal in the same plane. They lie on the same plane, but they are on the opposite side of the normal. And if you look at the diagram, see, in case of point N, that is where the refraction is occurring. So if you see the incident ray, that is AN, and if you're looking the refracted ray, that is NB, they are lying on the opposite side of the normal. For a given pair of media, media is the plural of medium. For a given pair of media, that means in this example it is air and glass. The ratio of the sin I to the sin R is a constant. Here I is the angle of incidence and R is the angle of refraction. So if you see in that box that is given, that sin I upon sin R, that is sin of angle I upon sin of angle R, is equal to constant, and it is called as a value called as refractive index, and it is said as the defined as the second medium with respect to the first medium. This is a very important point that we need to understand, that for every substance the refractive index is different, from glass to air, air to water, water to glass, from plastic to glass, all different medium, there is a different refractive index. The change in the direction of a light ray while entering different media is different. It is related to the refractive index of the medium. That means how much it will bend depends upon the refractive index. The value of the refractive index is different for different media and also for light of different colors for the same medium. This is also important. That is, if it's a red light or it's a blue light, if it's a green light, what color of light is passing through. The refractive indices, or the plural of indexes, indices of some substance with respect is given in the textbook. The refractive index of a medium with respect to vacuum is called as the absolute refractive index. You have to remember this. Refractive index depends on the velocity of light in the medium, or the speed of light. So the refractive index of a medium with respect to vacuum is called as absolute refractive index. Let us understand the formula of refractive index. Look at the diagram 6.3. Suppose we consider the velocity of light in medium 1 to be v1. Velocity means speed, and in medium 2 to be v2 as shown in the diagram. So the refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first medium will be written as n2n1, that is 2, that is the second medium is written 2 below beforehand and then 1 later. It is equal to the ratio of the velocity of light of medium 1 to that of medium 2. So it is refractive index is denoted by n. So when we are reading it, we will be reading it as refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1, and is calculated by the velocity of medium 1, that is v1 upon v2, or in other words it will be 2n1 is equal to v1 upon v2. Suppose we are considering the other way, refractive index of medium 1 with respect to medium 2. So how we will write it? 1, that is the one that we are uttering first, refractive index of medium 1, that comes first, 1 n 2, and when we are writing equal to, it becomes v2 upon v1. These are the only two formula that we are learning in this chapter, and when we see the sums, these are not very difficult sums. You will be seeing how we are understanding. Now down they've explained to you that how is it that when we are talking about the refractive indexes, how do they bend. Now when a ray passes from a rarer medium to a denser medium, it bends towards the normal. That means if it is going from air to water, or if it is going from say air to solid, it comes closer. In this case, angle R is less than angle I. Second example, when a ray of light passes from a denser medium to a rarer medium. That means when the ray of light is passing through, say when it is coming from solid to a gas, that is glass to air or water to air, it goes away. That means here the angle R is greater than angle I. And when a light ray is incident, perpendicular or normal at the boundary of both the medium or media, it does not change its direction. That means it does not get refracted and it passes directly through it. Thank you.